Rising from the stars, as if suspended from sails, descending to earth, man explains in his own way, in the magical world of life, the powers of the infinite universe. Born from the hearts of the youngest children, born from the depths of their spirit, legends from every corner of the earth rise to reveal the soul of people everywhere. The Mohawk Indians were an agricultural nation linked to the great Iroquois line of southeastern Canada. This was a time of peace for everyone. Until the day a phenomenal event took place. An event which explained to the Mohawk people the birth of the Pleiades, that cluster of 7 stars which shine in the darkest sky. Come, hurry, quickly! Come and see! It's our children! Our children! It's unbelievable! Follow me, over there, on the shores of the river. Quick, hurry! The children have imitated our secret dances. We must stop them. The Mohawk Indians had to face the fact. Their children had quite simply vanished. And shining in the sky, they saw a huge white trail. This message was without a doubt destined for them. The astonishing story of the Pleiades reveals to us its secret. It all started one fine morning, many hundreds of years ago, with the mysterious behavior of a Mohawk child from the village of Oka. The sun was barely up. It was the time of day when we begin to hear the chirping of the birds, the time when the woodpecker's hammering echoes through the awakening forest. But who can really tell the difference between the hammering of the woodpeckers and the secret signals of this young early riser? Why, all the little Indians of the village, of course, providing no one hears them sneak off into the early dawn. Besides, what else could this great racket possibly mean? The children's grandfather, used to the sound, was not concerned. And yet that day, the signal was different. It was telling the children to get ready to go and celebrate the secret dance of the grown-ups. The very dance forbidden by their parents. Yes, For the children had for some time considered themselves old enough to be initiated to the rituals of their community. And since no one would trust them, well then, they would dance anyway, without the guidance required by tradition. They would hide to dance as they pleased. Was this mysterious creature watching them, prepared to block their path? Stop and don't move. Who is he? I don't know. I never saw him before. Let's go back to the village. Are you afraid? Then follow me. The leader of the children was bold and brave. And so rather than confront this force which had quietly interposed itself, the child simply went around it, never losing sight of his goal, regardless of the consequences. To dance. He wanted to dance like all true Mohawks, and nothing was going to stop him. So, one final time, he reassured himself that no one was afraid. The children appeared fascinated by their leader's determination. The dance which they were preparing to perform was inspired by an outside power. The children had no real way of knowing for sure, no real proof that this was indeed the dance of the grown-ups. They didn't know the song, as they'd never been allowed to attend the ceremony. That morning, in the village, the women were startled to find that none of their children were around. Don't worry, I saw them leave at sunrise. I think I know where they're hiding. I'll take a look and see what they're up to. Besides, it seems to me they've been behaving strangely lately. In the forest, the old Indian met the same man the children had come across. Who are you? Come on, speak up. What are you looking for? What do you want? The magical disappearance of the man who was a spirit was seen by the Indian as a bad omen. Yes, there was something serious going on. And as soon as he heard the forbidden song, he knew that nothing could be done for them now. The children had discovered the secret of the Mohawk dance. And so he slipped away, choosing to let destiny fulfill itself. For those who oppose the laws which uphold tradition threaten the entire group and are punished for their rashness. Listen to me. I am an emissary spirit. What you are doing is forbidden. The time for your initiation into the sacred dances has not yet come. You must learn to wait. At first, you must learn the simple rules of life. Only then, once you have understood it all, will you be able to pay homage to the Creator. Never had the children been so frightened. This huge and terrifying apparition so impressed them that all through the night they were unable to sleep. What the emissary spirit had told the young Indians was, of course, quite true. But the children had only listened to their leader. A leader who, that very night, decided that he would no longer provoke the spirits. He would, therefore, stop dancing, letting things return to order. And so it was that the day after this secret adventure, the children returned to the village, each seeking to learn a bit more about the simple things in life. The young girls prepared bread, while the young boys learned the difficult rules of the game of lacrosse, something of a religious cult which had, for generations, pitted the various nations of the Iroquois League against each other. The speed, the spirit, the skill, the power were qualities needed not only for lacrosse, but also for becoming a true adult. Hey, look, something's happening in the village. The young chief was right. The villagers were preparing for their secret ceremony. They had decided to gather, to dance and exorcise the evil which possessed the body of a sick old woman. Again, the children had been excluded, left out by their own parents as if they were incapable of keeping the secrets of their community. The secret of the healing society of false faces. The secret which that night was revealed to the older children in the form of a vision. That was really what the grown-ups were trying to keep from them, the healing masks, the masks whose supernatural powers could cure the sick. Only those who'd once been cured were admitted into the society of the false masks. Also admitted were those who'd had a vision of the shapes and faces of the healing masks in their sleep. And happy were those who could see them, for they were destined to keep suffering at bay. Our parents have forgotten that we have grown up. We can keep our secrets too. Tomorrow, we'll organize our own celebration. You bring the meat, and you some corn, bread, and soup. We will dance until our parents include us as we deserve. The children's determination to be admitted into the world of adults did not go unnoticed. The spirit world sent its emissary. You have behaved as a true chief, a chief respected by his brave warriors. You have chosen your own destiny. You have demonstrated courage and tenacity. In the end, your parents will see you as you are. You will go on a long journey. But there must be no looking back. Woe betide whoever looks back. For in order to surpass oneself, it is necessary to first control one's body and spirit without ever looking back, regardless of direction. Hey, kids. Where do you think you're going? What are you planning to do with all that food? It is much too important to our people. We need it for our celebration. No, we can't allow food to be wasted on child's play. The food stays in the village. Just leave it all here. Forget this. We'll show our parents that we've grown up, that we're truly grown up now. And so the children began truly celebrating according to the secret Mohawk customs and rituals. No one could stop them now. Sooner or later, he who forgets to listen to his children ends up losing them. Quick, hurry up. Our children, we must stop them. They're over there. Follow me, hurry. The secret dance had taken over the hearts and souls of the children. Nothing and no one could hold them back now. And they became so light that their feet lifted off the ground and the children flew off into the sky. All of them, one after the other, off to a new start in the world of the spirits, a monumental flight to the clouds. How beautiful and marvelous all of this was, and how very mysterious. The children continued to rise. Their song was drawn up towards the heavens, in the midst of a strange music emanating from the entire sky. Goodbye, children. You have indeed grown up. The children's rise towards the heavens was irreversible. The strength of their ascent was in keeping with their strength of character. A new power had been revealed to them, a power capable of toppling the order of things. Little by little, the vault of heaven wrapped the children in its coat of lights. Remember not to look back. Just keep moving ahead. The one who looks back will turn into a falling star. And the others were propelled towards the sky in 7 directions, where they remained forever. And so it was that the Pleiades asterism first appeared over the earth. It was a time of peace for everyone. A time when parents learned to see their children growing up. Looking at the sky, can it ever be forgotten? Coming from the stars, descending to earth as if suspended to sails, man explains in his own way the powers of the infinite universe.